Just breathing today, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Fruity beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. Tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with a wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Good morning. Hello from me and my mean smirk and my bad attitude. How the hell are you? I am so happy today is Friday. Yes, I am. Happy Friday to you guys. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot of funny stuff over on Twitter. Foodie went live again, you guys, and it was so fucking boring. But what I did screen record is her trying to convince us that she's lost a whole bunch of weight. We have eyes. I just saw 8 stomachs jiggling yesterday, but I'm supposed to believe she's lost all this weight? Come on. I think she's trying to convince us now she weighs less than 337 pounds. I think she's nearing 550 pounds, but that's just me. Amberlynn went live. She rage quit YouTube. She accused her aunt of all kinds of things. Her aunt also has been uploading on her channel nonstop. I think Amberlynn Reid might have herself in some sort of trouble now. I can't remember what exactly she said, but I do have clips to show. But it was something about her aunt and a PDF. I don't know. Anyways, we have so many things to talk about, tweets, clips, all that fun stuff. Let me say hello to you first. Rainbow Road, hello. No way. No, there's no way. Hey, Free the People 450 plus. I think so too. Hey, Sue. Hey, Fashionable Grunge. What's her aunt's YouTube? Okay, hold on. I have it. Let me share it. Okay, here you go. She's kind of good at editing. I mean, I think she is better at YouTube than Amberlynn Reid. I'll just say that flat out. So that's the channel. Hello, Goonsy. Hello, Lindsay. Cryptonaria. Good to see you. Cryptonaria has a Rumble channel, by the way. Oh, Crypta, can you... I don't have my Rumble downloaded on my phone right now. Crypto has a cool channel, though. So if you guys are over on Rumble, maybe just search that name. Let me see who else is here. Tricky Vicky. Tricky Vicky had a monkey at her window today. And I feel like I'm missing out. If I woke up every morning with a little monkey just staring in at me, do you know how good of a mood I would be in? Do you feed them? I feel like I would have a buffet table out for all the monkeys, and they could come and eat, and I would just watch. I don't know, that sounds like a fun time to me. Hello, fashionable. Good to see you. If I missed anybody, let me. Oh, giant ass adult diapers. That is quite the username. Are you Chantal? Foodie is well over 400, definitely. I got it. Okay, thank you, Porcahontas, for the people. All right, so let's go to Twitter. That's what we're gonna do. Um, let's see. I really need this to be a book. Every day that I see this, I feel sad that it's not a book on my coffee table. Foo rides a choo-choo. Okay, hold on. I know we saw this yesterday, but does this look like under 337 pounds or around that to you? Do you see how her leg is breaking? I'm not even trying to be rude. Do you see how her leg is breaking because of the weight that it is carrying? I think her legs are 337 pounds on their own. I think the stomach is another 500. You can't convince me she's not 1,000-pound sister. She just is. Okay. I am so sick of being gaslit by this woman. Yes, Foodie, you're wasting away. Have you eaten today yet? I'm concerned you're going to fade away into nothing. Tag the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. I mean, at this point, you really should. So, Salt and Sauce said, I didn't even think to check on the Syrian scammer via YouTube. Just saw her filter fib here earlier. She's insufferably boring lately. Anything new or status quo? She's lying that she's losing weight now. Bad Seed posted that there was homophobia going on in her chat. This is what Jan Pete said. Jan thinks that gay men in general should be a red flag. I think you're disgusting, Jan. I think you are a red flag. Oh, do you guys remember Foodie Beauty on this? Oh God, please let it be the sound that I'm expecting it to be. Please, 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 please. Nope. Not for this
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Okay, this worked too. I was hoping it was pistachios. It went something like that. Sandy Quesadilla said, Chantal on her way to work at the Syrian tourism board. That girl said, oh my God, every girl needs to see this and die laughing with me. We are not worthy of the talent in this community. Oh my gosh. Hey, Mrs. C. Hey, Dandelion. I didn't see you come in. Good to see you. All right, let's keep going. I think this is a clip from her live. Mean Kitten said, is it that, or did he get the windows tinted that dark because he is embarrassed to be seen with you? Hold on. He's tinting their windows now?
Anyway, he got the front window 20%, the windshield, the back window 50%, and the side windows 90, because he doesn't want anyone looking at his precious wife.
I think he's sick of people staring at you guys, so he's trying to prevent it. And it's not because you're beautiful. Do you realize nobody's ever seen somebody as big as you and as big of a spectacle as you are? You're disgusting. Like, you can smell you and hear you coming from a mile away. Bad Seed said, yes, he did. He doesn't want to be seen with her. How embarrassing. Debbie's World said, I think he did it to hide her because people were staring. It's such a small community there. It's not like Kuwait. He doesn't want people to see her because he knows people stare. Duchess said, he doesn't want people knowing the fat, rich Western woman is with him. I think that's it. It's not because she's so beautiful. Bree said, who in the hell tints the windshield? I get the strip at the top, but not the whole thing. That would be incredibly dangerous at night. Chrissy said, if he doesn't want Any man looking at his precious wife, why does he allow her on YouTube every day? And why does he allow men to pay her to watch her eat? If nobody can stare at her, why does he let men get off to her when she's eating? Two-Tailed Caper said, was that a laugh or did she deep throat a chicken finger and gag on it? I think that's more like what happened. Mrs. C, good to see you. He is protective about his pay pig. I couldn't stop laughing. He's rolling them down at night because he can't see you. He's embarrassed by you, Foodie. I think he's just embarrassed to be seen with her same rainbow. Dandelion said, does their car look like Gilbert Grape's mom? Nikki said they will see her side of the car is dragging, so you can't hide that. True. Grunge said it makes me think Solid is into smuggling something. See, I feel like that's one of the things that crossed my mind too, but you can't say anything on here about that. I think he's involved in several messy, bad things. Several. Carrie said Foodie Beauty has gained even more weight. Shame on you, Chantal. That is disgraceful, especially in Syria where so many people are struggling to eat anything. You were saying, Foodie Beauty? How much did you lose again? Do you realize your last stomach isn't far from your knee? That is absolutely insane. You know, whenever I'm hard on myself, I'll just remember my stomach doesn't have to be propped up on a counter. I could still see my vagine. I can still shave my own legs, and nothing is hitting my knee. Thank the good Lord for that. Hallelujah. Amen. I promise you, God, I will be a good little breezy today. I will never take for granted my one stomach that isn't hitting my thigh or knee. Never. I'll be so good today. Stop lying. Like, who is she really lying to? And Salaf, you believe she's losing weight. It looks like she's wearing a tire around her. I can't. Her fupa has a fupa's fupa. It does. The fupas have a fupa. I put on like 15 pounds and I'm in so much more pain with every LB. I can't imagine this because I wouldn't be able to move at all from the pain. Yeah, I can't imagine what it's like carrying around this much weight. Anyways, Foodie, if you have to lie to yourself, I guess continue to do so, but please don't insult our intelligence. I know I only have two brain cells that are working together on a good day, okay? But even I know you are not losing weight. There is a giant tire that belongs to a monster truck out there around you. Anyways, let's keep going. This is what she was swimming in yesterday, and I think she knows, and I think she knows what she's uploading, and you can't convince me otherwise. So the area that she was in where they were splashing around and having a grand old time, um, there's articles that ISIS dumps bodies in the gorge. Mass graves hold thousands. Investigations needed. And if you don't believe me about it, hold on. Well, I know you guys believe me, but there's somebody out there who won't. So let's go to Bad Seed's other post right here. It's in northern Syria. I don't know if it's Hota, I don't know. But it's a site of natural beauty that became a mass grave for victims of the Islamic State. Human Rights Watch reported in 2020 that the ISIS militants used this deep sinkhole to dispose of bodies during their rule in the area between 2013 and 2015. The video is awful. You know, I said yesterday, I was like, I don't mind this, but it was before I knew where she was swimming and splashing around. I view it very differently now. I think it's disrespectful. I think if Bad Seed can do a simple Google search and find that out, Foodie Beauty had to have known. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I do not like that woman at all. At all. Already said Foodie is hating every second of it. Look at that fake smile. Well, okay, hold on. There's multiple things that I believe were happening yesterday. I think they went with a group of people. I think they did. For one thing, did you guys happen to zoom in on her shoe? I can in another photo. There's a giant crease. There's going to be a picture I show you guys where we see her swollen ankles. But you could see that the shoes are too big for her. Like you could see where her toe ends, a crease begins, and then there's all this room in the shoe. So she's having to wear shoes too big because her feet are so wide. It's the only shoes that will fit her. And those weren't hiking shoes or going down steep hills kind of shoes. So I think went in sandals. These people are idiots. Anyway, she was miserable. I love that for her. May she have more miserable days. Again, this bitch has some nerve to lie to us. Buttered Crumpet said, I really enjoy Cutie's dangling fupa slap on her legs as she struggled down this hill. Do more things like this, Chantal. It's funny that she was holding on to twigs, thinking those were going to break her fall. Cowboy Dog asked, any chiropractors here to help explain the crooked leg? Important note, she has a literal flesh kittied nutsack that hangs between her thighs. Well, that was an image I really did not need in my brain. Mean Kitten said, I think her legs would be like that even if she was skinny. Don't forget, she is funkled. Yeah, sometimes I forget she's funkled. Irritating Gone said, that's called being knock-kneed with massive fat thighs and knees. She should have been given corrective braces or shoes as a child to fix the problem. Her mom's too hillbilly teenage busted to do that. Oh, geez. Apparently, so were the grandparents. Then again, Corinth ain't big, thriving metropolis with high-level doctors. Okay, well, sometimes I wish I would read things before I read them out loud. But just know a lot of those words did not come from me, okay? I just read them on the screen. Oh my gosh. Carrie said, with all that visceral fat, her days are certainly numbered. But yes, Foodie Beauty, keep hiking on uneven surfaces. Oh, brother. I don't know anything about Foodie Beauty's grandparents, right? I just know her mom was a teen mom. Don't know anything else. All right. And I have nothing against Court. I feel like now I'm super aware that when I read tweets, there's people out there that run with it and repeat Breezy thinks this and Breezy says that. Meanwhile, oftentimes I'm just reading tweets, okay? Anyways, Boomsy said that's just a byproduct of her being obese her whole life. Okay, Carrie said, with all that visceral fat, her days are certainly numbered. But yes, Foodie Beauty, maybe she sold her soul and that's how she's able to still carry on. I don't know. I often days wonder how she's still alive. And I lost somebody who was seriously beyond fucking healthy. And it just doesn't make sense. There's so many things that should be taking Foodie Beauty out, and yet she carries on. I think she made some sort of deal with the devil. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. Anyways, keep hiking on uneven surfaces, steep terrain out of the middle of nowhere during a war. You are so brave and quirky. Amberlynn Reid could learn a thing or two from you. Michael Frost Darko said, but everything is fine, you guys. Like, she looks psychotic here. It get awkward. It's okay, I was warned. I just love donkeys. They were like, don't feed the donkey, so I decided to pet it and get it right its face and kiss the head, but then licked my fingers. I have no idea what you're talking about. I left review pics from a salon. Might have been a huge mistake, but it's a salon, so I wouldn't think weirdos would be looking. I think I made a Twitter that I never used, so I'm going to try to sign into that and figure out from there how to add everybody. Yes, join Twitter. And the great thing about Twitter is because people will try to ruin your fun over there, you just mute them and then you never see what they have to say. Just mute. Don't ever leave Twitter. Just mute all the people that you don't want to see and follow the people you like. It's a good time. Follow the Foodie Beauty hashtag or Amberlynn Reid hashtag, and you'll be busy over there for hours. You will be. If you can get into your Twitter, message Breezy on here. Yes. Get awkward. Have you emailed me? So I was checking my email. I haven't seen anything from you. But yes, even if you can get back in just to say, hey, I really want the link to Discord or whatever, just let me know. And then you can delete it or do whatever you have to do. Hey, life of a showgirl. Twitter X, easy to sign up. I mean, it was for me, and I'm not tech savvy at all. So there's that. Oh gosh. Can we watch her go down this hill again? And all the stomachs jiggle. I think I have a longer clip. Norman said, holy cow, how did this thing survive all these years? Tweets R Us said, I couldn't imagine eating myself into the shape of that. Textbook committee said, Alexandra Rodriguez's legs do the same thing. I don't know. I feel like I look at her and then my knees hurt. I don't know. It's not normal for your knee to go all the way in like that. Eek. But that's what she's doing to herself. All right, let's go back to where we are. Friendly reminder. I'm reading tweets right now. You will know when my thoughts are my own. All right, here we go. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this, but it needs to be talked about. So I ignore this woman 95% of the time, right? She lies, and it's so like the stuff she even lies about, I could take 2 seconds out of my day and prove them. Like, I don't know, this whole Keemstar thing, he wrote me back. Whatever else, that fucking stuff doesn't even matter, right? Doesn't even fucking matter. Actually, not wrote me back, he wrote me, I responded. Um, this woman has been obsessed with me for years, and her lies just keep getting more and more bold. Right now, she is trying to basically go around saying that I'm Islamophobic and get a whole bunch of people mad at me so they come to my house. And it's just, she's stupid enough to document all of it. She made this post that I showed my address on a stream. And I think what she wanted me to do was take the stream down. So people shared this with me and said, hey, I don't know if you saw this. She's saying you showed your address. I showed Twitter. Most of my streams were covering clips I've clipped and put them onto Twitter so I can cover it in a stream. We cover other people's thoughts, opinions, whatever else. Why would I show my address anyways? She's very fucking sneaky, right? Like she's so sneaky in multiple different ways. She's actually preying on this one vulnerable lady who's going through shit and having her convinced that I'm Islamophobic. I'm doing XYZ. I'm editing things out of my live to hide it. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. She just wanted me to take a stream down so it looked that way. This is how conniving she is. Um, so she says, if anyone talks to Breezy, let her know she showed her address on her August 24th stream, and she might want to edit that out. I will not be showing it in my recap, but there are crazy people out there, and she's been reckless with her mouth lately, not wise. And so I see this, I'm like, whatever. But then it goes on, right? She starts tweeting things like TikTok, actions have consequences, welcome to the consequence part. And then she keeps going. It's wild AF how psychotic that nasty reject is. Using my husband's name and photos of us together as your sock accounts, you sick fuck. Does your boyfriend know how obsessed you are, weird ass clinger? It's going to be a bad weekend to be Breezy. This woman is convinced that I have sock accounts of her and her husband. I do not. Busy, if you think I'm doing all these things to you, start an investigation. Call the police like I did on you today. Start an investigation. Have them take my laptop, my phones, whatever else. There, you will see there's no sock accounts. But what you've done is you have revenge porn of me that was shared by somebody that didn't have consent to share photos. And then you edited them and then you shared them on sock accounts. I have all the proof. I have all the DMs from you admitting that to other people. Oh, it's not going to come back on you if I drop Breezy's pics on my sock. That's what you've done is actually illegal. Threatening people and all that stuff, not very smart considering you're still on probation. And I know there's people out there who are going to be like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Because unfortunately, unless you yourself have dealt with being a creator and dealing with the police, Like, they'll write things down, they will, but they'll tell you their hands are tied until something actually happens. This woman has been absolutely derangedly obsessed with me for years. Like, I'm a small ass channel. It's not like I'm a foodie beauty size channel. I'm not an IRL streamer. I don't vlog my life and put it up here. It's just a crazy woman that became obsessed with a foodie beauty reaction channel. And now she's making all these threats TikTok. Oh, it's going to be a bad weekend to be breezy. What I do know about this woman is she's been arrested in 2023 and 2017 for resisting arrest and basically abusing a peace officer. And she was arrested for corporal injury on her spouse. And the man she's married to has robbed a woman at gunpoint in her own home. So I'm not going to take all this stuff lightly. These people are violent criminals. Violent criminals. So if anything for some reason happens, just know this woman is threatening something's going to happen to me this weekend. So anyways, you're absolutely insane, Fizzy. You're absolutely fucking insane. If anybody actually cared about you, they would get you the help that you so desperately need. Have the day you deserve, bitch. All right, let's get back to Foodie Beauty. By the way, her police department is lovely. I had a chat with them at 5, what was it, 5 something in the fucking morning. Lovely police department. All right, let's talk about Foodie Beauty's feet. Hey, Toki. Breezy, you said, the life of a showgirl. If somebody is threatening harm to me this weekend and that it's going to be a bad weekend to be me, I'm going to announce what they plan on doing. So maybe you just want to get unalived in your sleep or something. Not me. Like, I have kids that are at my house daily. I have a family. I have a chihuahua. I have things that I love and care about. I'm not playing with a psycho woman who can't keep her hands to herself. So there's that. I don't care about any of the other shit she lies about, but what she's not going to do is incite hate on me when I'm not doing fucking anything to her. Okay? I'm not. Anyways, she needs extra big shoes for her extra wide feet, makes her more and more of a clown. I agree. Hello, Erin. Chantal desperately needs decent shoes. Yes, let's look at these nasty feet. So again, maybe this is the mom in me, but I could see where her toe ends and I could see all the room here left in the shoe. And she wonders why she was tripping and falling and everything else, sliding around. Bitch, your shoes don't fit. Look at how swollen her ankles are. I swear this looks like me when I had preeclampsia. If you've ever been through that, you know the amount of swelling that you go through, right? Her blood pressure has to be through the roof. My blood pressure was crazy during that whole ordeal. Yikes. Oh, Breezy, talk about Zoom. Who's that? Hey, Tella. Hey, Moonface. Her feet are just like the rest of her. I have no idea who that is. The thing is, Amberlynn Reid, if this is true, oh, well, that's something different. Wow, that is very noticeable. It must hurt a lot. I've had problems with swollen feet, and it does hurt. I can't imagine what it's like to live in her body and then to continue to abuse it, right? Like, she has to feel like shit and everything hurts. But, like, she doesn't realize that the thing she's putting into her mouth, her drug of choice, the love of her life, like, that's the thing that's causing all these problems in her body. It's killing you. That fried chicken is killing you, Foodie. Did you freak out and want a medal for taking blood pressure meds? No, but I did take my Zoloft again today, and I would like to let you guys know that I survived. Okay, I expect a parade. Here we go. Two-Tailed said, oh, wow. Her teeth are trying to leave her mouth. Yikes. That is disgusting. All of it. I don't understand why she wouldn't want to brush her teeth. I don't understand it. I just don't. The nature vlog. They could legit make her into a scary movie. This whole scene right here. Getting off by a river. Well, witch hazel. Witch hazel is your friend. Whitening pens. Use them. A washcloth and some water goes a long way. More of the fupas and stomachs. Dumb Not Dumber said, "Is that Gunther, or is she just excited he's touching her?" Oh my gosh. I laughed and I choked. Oh my gosh. I think she's just excited, and she's got a bigger thing than her husband. And it's so sad to me, yet hilarious as fuck. So you can't even notice when he's excited to see you. I know those chicks from, oh, it got deleted as I was reading it. I threw up so much I got braces again, but to go to the dentist at least 4 times a year for cleaning and bleaching. That Awkward said self-esteem has been low for no apparent reason, but looking at her hair. Wait, why are all these messages getting deleted? Let's not forget that the bodies are in there and that she's eating like that. True. Vicky, imagine walking like Foodie and having all that makeup on, the humidity. Joe, thank you for being a member for 29 months. She's doing something with that pita that she can't do with Salah. That's true. She can never grab him with both hands. Oh my gosh. Her stomachs make a face. Tilt your head to the side and you see it. It kind of looks like her tattoo. Weird. Cat gunt or demon gunt? Demon gunt. Wow. Someone said the evil Kool-Aid man. I see it. Oh my gosh, somebody who can edit. We need Foodie Beauty as the Kool-Aid man bursting through a wall. Please. Please. And if you could send it to me, I'll show it on this stream. Humidity is the worst. It is. Look at that roll. It's a big roll. I think that in itself is 150 pounds. All right, are you guys ready to get into some Amberlynn Reid stuff? It's a lot. I think she's also losing her fucking mind. Okay, Malarkey said, in an 11-minute live, Amberlynn Reid, we have more foodie stuff though. In an 11-minute live, Amberlynn Reid accused her Aunt Tammy of horrendous things. The chat asked for proof, which she couldn't provide, so she was accused of lying. She rage quit when she didn't get her way. I think we also have to hear about her being fingered or something at some point, just FYI. So now's a good time to pop those AirPods in, your earbuds, whatever, headphones, I don't care, but just maybe put them in.
Yes. And I want to make it very well known that how I found this stuff out is from her daughter, the daughter that literally will not speak to her. And it genuinely breaks my heart. And you know what? It's hard for me to even speak about these things because of like what I found out. Because like the most serious thing for me is Jordy is actively having a PDF apologist on his live stream and he's supporting that. So I want to make that very well known that he is speaking to someone who stayed married to a PDF, someone who children. And you know what my aunt did? She forced these little kids to say that they were lying. So Auntie, take that and fuck yourself. That's what I gotta say.
I know she thinks she did something right here, but this made me feel sick. How about you?
It's just like the things that I found out today, and for anyone to sit there and support someone who literally
All I know is if this is true, as of just last week, you were fine. You were begging for her to watch your videos and be in your life.
forced little children to lie and say that, and for her to stay married to this man, genuinely, Like, that hurt me so bad to hear, and I was like, "You're not making sense." How am I not making sense? What? Dylan, I take them. Today's my second day. You don't have proof of something.
This whole fucking family is weird. I'm just gonna say it. I think Amberlynn Reid has, I'm not saying she's a PDF to be clear, but I'm remembering very specific things. It's not like she's been appropriate around minors herself. Like, this whole fucking family is weird. I'm just gonna say it.
Something like that, Cass. That's really gross to say. And then, like, the fact that no one's like, my aunt can like spew off the most random unhinged shit, and people are like just believing it. No one's saying proof or anything. Like, that's really sad. Um, wow. This community is so fucking unhinged. Every time I come on here and I'm triggered because, like, it happened to me when I was 7, and my own aunt didn't believe it, and my mom had to be like, "It really happened." Like, every time I come on here, I'm more shocked and shocked by the minute. I'm genuinely more shocked and shocked by the minute. Well, for some drama, people would support someone like that. No.
Yikes. Amber, Free the People said, Amber, you are. Hey, Yorkshire, she was trying to set up her 15-year-old bestie with the 30-year-old? Okay, then I mean, she has a 15-year-old best friend with a 30-year-old? Let's read these comments. This should be relatively easy to prove, Big Am. I'm sure there's if that's true that she set up a 15-year-old with a 30-year-old, that's gross. I'm sure there's charges she could link to, right? She could be angry all she wants. Asking for proof from a proven liar isn't out of bounds. She was. That really happened. Even if it's true, how would Jordy have known about that? That's true, BBJ Stan. Wise old hag said, I had to stop watching ALR after that. She's disgusting. Or after this. Amber is such a liar. As someone who had worked in the social services field for a long time, her stories don't add up. Wasn't she filming a minor or something in a bathing suit too? Not discarded said PDF apologist. What about Amber letting a grown man near Libby, knowing he had a crush on her? Amber saying she'd be a PDF for Darlene. Hold on. Amber saying she'd be a PDF for Darlene, a 50-year-old or 15-year-old girl. And Amber abusing Casey. Don't go there, Pocahontas. You are a disgusting being. Amber, you said you would be a PDF for a 15-year-old girl. You can see why we think the things we do, right? I think you need help. Stay away from minors. I don't think your aunt is completely innocent, but it seems like you all need to get the fuck offline and get some extensive help. Stop hurting other people. Miss Lori said, okay, she is beyond repulsive. All of this makes me feel sick. All of this. I don't have a good feeling about this whatsoever. Acadia said, why didn't Amber's mom do anything about the essay when she was told about it? Amber was 12 when she told her mother. What's the excuse for that? Bad Seed said, this is what you call defamation right there. DV said, what did she mean by it happened to me when I was 7? Is she trying to say she was assaulted or something? That's what I got from it. Linda said, what she's saying is worse than being an apologist. She's saying her aunt not only knew about it, not only made excuses for her husband, but that she tried to cover it and protect her husband by making kids lie. If true, her aunt would and could serve prison time for that. No Bueno said, this isn't fun anymore. There's nothing fun about watching an evil freak try to destroy people's lives with delight because they aren't capable of accepting defeat, nor do they possess a moral compass. No matter what, Amberlynn Reid will always think she won. Amber talked about sex and other uncomfortable stuff around Libby, and that's the 15-year-old. That's inappropriate to be talking to. It's inappropriate to be talking to a minor about those things or to have those conversations around any minors. She's gross. Is this the same husband that abused Tammy? That's a good question. Sarah said, I don't know if this is true or not, but she's saying it like Jordy would have any clue about this when she just found out herself. She's trying to paint it like he knew this and still had her on. Just an example of how she tries to twist things to fit her narrative. How would Jordy have known? How? Pumpkin Princess said, so after getting obliterated by her aunt, she then comes on to try and spill more tea, then gets pressed for proof because, like everyone said, it should be easy to prove. If your cousin wanted it out, I would think and hope they would show receipts. Aquamarine said, isn't constant eye shifting a sign of lying, or am I watching too many true crime shows? I think it is. Or isn't it if they look to the left when they, I don't know, there's some sort of something like that. Gino said, serious deflection from her disgusting postings. Herksy Worksy said, wait, are we supposed to demand proof from Tam of Amber shoveling spaghetti 20 years ago? I guess. Alf Berry said, how convenient she would hold on to that info about her aunt from day one if it was that serious when she started speaking to Jordy. Somebody said the aunt should sue. Nana said, why even bring it up? You're not winning anything. Asking for proof is okay. She hasn't told a single truthful thing for years. Even if that's true, Auntie Tammy was in a life or death situation with an abusive man. Plus, having to raise kids and care for Pocahontas's mom, maybe it is the same man and she was afraid to say anything. I mean, she got out when she could, right? I don't know. The only thing I could see if it's the same person and she was scared to say anything and scared to speak up against this man because she was scared he was going to hurt her later that night. It doesn't mean she was okay with anything. She was probably afraid to. Cassie said this smugness on her face while using stories about literal child essay just to get another dig at her aunt is so disgusting. Here's the thing, she's talking about alleged victims and then suddenly makes it about herself, right? The tears, it happened to me, da, 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 da. Like, this isn't about you, Amberlynn. If you were on any medications for your supposed BPD, are you still taking them? Because your behavior and how you're acting is not one of a normal person. This is actually so gross to me, this whole thing. Whenever I talk about Amberlynn Reid lately in this stuff, even Foodie with the children stuff and how she was exploiting Sasa, it gives me the biggest knot in my stomach. It does. And I don't enjoy this whatsoever, but I feel like this stuff needs to be talked about. Because for the longest time, we were told how we're just being awful to Amberlynn Reid and even Foodie Beauty because they're fat and da 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 and all this stuff. No, they're legit vile humans. This is why people are mean to them. They are disgusting. She doesn't care about other victims. She cares about getting one up on her Aunt Tammy. Fuck her. And I think she is weird around kids. Do I think she has went and harmed one? No, but I also don't think it's normal to want to set 15-year-olds up with 30-year-olds. They have nothing in fucking common. I think it's weird to film minors. I think it's weird to talk about sex in front of minors. All of that. It looks a certain way. It just does. Top Bombi said, Pocahontas, you need to log off. Okay, let's go full screen for this.
So hard that I shut down. My mom watched that and she said, Amberlynn, you're not even acting like yourself because you are an abuser yourself. You have manipulated me since the minute I met you when I was 17. So for you to lie to people and say that we met when I was 14, which my mom, my grandma, your daughter all said never happened. I sat there in that live stream and you were gaslighting me so hard about some spaghetti story from when I was 14 that I almost started to believe it myself.
It sounds like she wrote out a script of what she wanted to say, does it not?
So you and Jordy can go frolic in the daisies together. Jordy,
Sorry.
I take that back. We're never going to frolic together because I will not stand for a PDF apologist and someone who forces little children to say that they lied about it. No wonder why, when I share my story about what happened to me when I was 7, you sit there and call me a liar. You are sick, period. And that's how I feel about it. And honestly, I don't know if I want to react to.
I feel like get help is my message of the day. Go get help so other people can stop suffering. Acadia said, screaming about your lies doesn't bring. Wait, where did it go? Screaming about your lies doesn't bring any validity to them. Amber should be extremely careful about what she says. Regina said, Amberlynn Reid is such an absolute habitual liar that it's ridiculous that she thinks anyone would believe anything that comes out of her mouth. Is her aunt a liar? I don't know because we don't know her aunt, but we sure as hell know Amberlynn and she's psychotic. She also said she knows that this drama is getting her more views and super chats and such. Imagine wanting to get more views and super chats while talking about child essay. Miss Lori said, oh my God. Michelle said, funny how she grew balls now that her aunt isn't on the phone. Someone said, your mom and grandma were on drugs. How do they remember? I mean, true. Samantha said, nice chess piece, weirdo. Aren't you exhausted? Said, what are they putting in the Chick-fil-A? Girl's blood pressure meds gave her a second wind. I swore when she took a sip, I was like, that was alcohol because she calmed down right after. It was giving me when I was a heavy drinker and how a sip just magically calmed my nerves. Hannah Murray said Amber was in a live chat and was discussing pedophiles just before she came live, accusing her aunt of this. No receipts provided by her as usual, and just expecting everyone to believe her when she's been proven to lie on multiple occasions. And Mish said, get Auntie back on the line if you're such a bad bitch with so much to say. She's so bold when all she's doing is talking to the chat. Get a human talking to her directly. She's triggered into being silent. Go to hell, Amber. Take your bottle of blood pressure pills with you. Oh, really, Lindsay? I didn't know that. What did Lindsay said? Hey, wise old hag. Nicole, I saw you come in earlier, and I said hi to you in my head, and I can't remember if I said it out loud. So if you're still in here, hi, hello. Borderlines are very difficult to treat unless they are dedicated to change. Vicky said, I don't think her aunt would have come out so publicly if there was anything Amber can hold against her. That's true. That's true. I guess I'm going to wait to see what Aunt Tammy says about it. So Peachlick said, so Amberlynn Reid just fully outed herself for lying about Casey essaying her. In her own words, Casey never touched me like that. Oh my God. So what I do remember is Amberlynn Reid accused her ex-partner Casey of raping her, right? That's where the whole rain and petals eavesdrop, I used the wrong word, came from. And she stuck by that for a very long time.
Becky.
Hey, Jamie.
I want to make something extremely clear to everyone out there. I have been angered by 4 people in my life. Destiny, Becky, Feline, and Emily. I was never touched in that way by Casey. I want to make that very clear.
So you falsely accused somebody of rape.
So people.
You are why people are scared to come forward with their stories and what they've been through because they get accused of lying because of women like you. You make me absolutely sick. I cannot stand this woman. I think I hate her more than I don't know. She triggers me. She really does. She absolutely fucking triggers me. She is disgusting. Those accusations are life ruining. And people have to carry that around for a very long time. And then there's women like Amberlynn Reid who just throw it out there. And then there's people who are sexually assaulted. And when they do speak up after being so afraid to, they're called a liar because of women like this. I hate her. I have a feeling if this stream gets taken down because of her, I know she doesn't like things being said about her. I have an opinion on your words that you put up on YouTube, and I'm allowed to have them. Do I think you go around harming children? No, but I think you're a very dangerous individual. You are. I think you're incredibly dangerous. You need to just stay away from society at large, please, and thank you. Don't be afraid to take your blood pressure medication. I hope you take all the medications because you need to be on several, bitch. Oh my God. Anyways, I don't even know how we carry on from that. Am I hearing that right? Yes. Casey never touched her that way. Keep that to yourself. We don't want to know. Vicky, it's true. I've been fingered by exactly 4 people. Nobody wants to know, Amberlynn Reid. Tracy said, not Amby deciding to take a month-long break not long after she accused her aunt of some serious shit publicly, and her aunt saying she's coming for her legally. Of course, it's everyone else's fault. Amber's done nothing wrong. Big girl is scared. Shitting those jocks off hers. Okay, hold on. I'm going to YouTube really fast. We're taking a field trip to go to Aunt Tammy's channel. I want to see if there's any sort of response. I know I'm subscribed. I know I saw a bunch of uploads. I clicked on something. I remember I was impressed with the editing. But let's see. Give me a second, you guys. Okay, yeah, we're gonna watch this. I think this is her most recent video. 16 hours ago? No, there's one from 9 hours ago. All right, they're very short, so we're going on a field trip. Hopefully you got your permission slip signed. Do you remember field trips? I feel like I took those for granted. Now looking back, those were some fun days. You got to go to museums and stuff. I remember we learned about adobe houses. We went and saw adobe houses. Anyways, all right, can you guys see my screen? Field trips and rehab are fun too. They are. Those are almost better than the first time around of field trips. Okay, let's go with Aunt Tammy with some very special receipts. Hashtag clear Casey's name. Okay. We're going full screen. Ooh. Wow. So let's read these little messages out loud. Hold on. Where does it start? Right here? Are you okay? Question mark. Happy question mark. It's a completely different lifestyle here. They are rich and so friendly. Crystal is a complete sweetheart. I'm still missing and loving Casey, though. I feel like that will never end. How long did she lie about Casey doing that to her? And was it life ruining for Casey? What did they go through because of her? Crystal does seem like a sweetie, and the feelings regarding Casey are normal, and she will most likely always stay in your heart in some measure. I am so happy for you. Enjoy. Years, Free the People said. Hey, Toki. We used to have a rehab bus with all the addictions listed on the van and have to drive around in it. Yeah, I didn't enjoy the best part of going on field trips in rehab, but I remember one time we went to a water park and that was so fun. It really was. It was a breakaway from talking about how shitty of a person you've been. Just one time we went to the beach. That was fun too. I don't know, there was always something special about too when you went to outside meetings and you got to go somewhere different. It was very exciting. All right, hold on. We have another video I want to play for you guys. So again, these are very short and go fast, but this thumbnail says some of the most poisonous people come disguised as family. When the beta's lost, hold on. Slander becomes the tool of the losers. Punitive damages are available when the defendant acted maliciously. Even if you suffered no economic damages, the court can award nominal damages simply because slander occurred. Uh-oh, Amberlynn. Truth. If the defendant shows this statement they make is true, you cannot win a slander lawsuit. Truth is an absolute defense to slander. Opinion. If the defendant shows this statement was not one of fact, but one of opinion, you can't recover compensation for damages. For example, if you're a chef and a customer falsely tells others in your restaurant that you served spoiled food, this is a false assertion of fact that could give rise to a slander claim. But if someone tells other patrons in your restaurant that they believe your food has a bad taste, this is an opinion, and you can't successfully sue for slander because of it. Well, my opinion is Amberlynn Reid is a horrible, horrible, horrible person and is weird about children, and I think she's projecting how she is onto her aunt. That's an opinion. I've got the receipts. I love how she throws this in there. Some of the most poisonous people come disguised as family. The truth always comes out in the end, no matter how hard anyone tries to hide it or stop it. Lies are just a temporary delay to the inevitable. See you in court. Oh, wow. Okay, so can one of the mods please share Aunt Tammy's channel? I will definitely be paying attention to all of this. It's very messy, very, very messy. Would you want to mess around with Aunt Tammy? She seems like she doesn't play. I'm team Aunt Tammy. And to not perpetuate the dysfunction, this is going to get wild. Oh, it is. All right, let's go back to Twitter, you guys. Let's go back there. I will keep you guys updated. And again, Free the People did. Thank you, Free the People. Okay, so Amberlynn's gonna take a month-long break, but I have a feeling we're gonna hear a lot from Aunt Tammy. So I'm gonna say subscribed. I'll let you guys know what happens, what she says. Tammy is also trying to clear Casey's name, which I love. So justice for Casey. Girl Tune Network said full madness in episode 4. Pink fupas on parade. Okay, we need to watch this. Zoom in if it's too small.
Oh yeah, fupa shrooms. Woohoo! Nom 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 nom. Look out, look out. Pink fupas on parade. Here they come, clippity cloppity. They're here, they're here. Pink fupas on parade. They're here, they're here. Pink fupas hopping around the bed.
What is happening?
Clippity cloppity. Pink fupas on parade. Pink fupa, pink fupa, pink fupa, pink fupas on parade.
Pink fupas on parade. Wait, that reminded me of that part in Dumbo where the elephants got drunk or something. Do you know what I'm talking about? Is that what it's from? I don't know. It was very weird though, but I was highly entertained, definitely amused. I want to see the full episode. Hold on, I gotta share the link with you guys. Do we want to watch this together? It's like 4 minutes long. Hold on, let me share the link so you guys can subscribe. And then I think we're going on another field trip. Dumbo got drunk. Oh, it was Dumbo. See, okay, I have a hard time with Dumbo. I think I've only fully saw it once, but the part where Dumbo's mom is singing to Dumbo and crying and holding him through jail, through the little jail bars. I don't know, it broke my heart, and I have a hard time with that movie. So it was Dumbo got drunk. I thought I remembered like little pink elephants drunk. All right, can you guys see this? Or am I sharing Twitter again? I'm sharing Twitter again. Oops. We're going on a field trip. Wait, oh mother. Share screen, egghead. Foodie be smuggled for love. So this is from Girl Tune Network. Let's turn the volume up. I cannot watch it as an adult. It's sad. Dumbo makes me sob. It's sad. Is there any sound? No.
It's Canada.
Sorry.
But I've got a spread.
Starting it up.
You beezer!
I can show you colors.
Love you, Salah. You make my fupa flap. But I've got to spread my meat flaps and fly. I want to go back to Canada.
Hey, Justin, you want to get high?
No!
Dumbo is depressing.
I'll avenge you, Rob. I'll find that Canadian fupa cow if it's the last thing I do. Where the am I?
Here it is.
100% Canadian.
Ew, what is that?
I know, rancid, isn't it? Look at the sheer size of it.
No, seriously, Skit, what is that thing?
Well, it's a heifer, of course. I've been feeding her for a week and fattening her up to sell at market. Do you realise how much this heifer could be worth? I could afford to set my herd free.
Come on, let's get this thing moved. Help me roll it.
Yes, it is like South Park.
Oh yeah, fupa shrooms. Woohoo! Nom, 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 nom.
Look out, pink fupas on parade. Here they come, clippity cloppity. They're here, pink fupas on parade. They're here, pink fupas hopping around the bed. On their heads, clippity cloppity. Pink fupas on parade.
I'm obsessed.
Pink fupa, pink fupa, pink fupa, pink fupas on parade.
What if you were tripping and that's what you saw? Would you ever take them again?
Hey, you have her, don't you piece of shit?
Crackheads after a heifer. Let's get out of here.
Hey, that fupa cow is done for, buddy. Hey, hey, get back here, fupa cow. Hey, they left the fupa shrooms. Rob's favorite. This one's for you, Rob.
Woo!
Habibi, where are you? Have you seen my Canadian cash cow? That thing destroyed my market stall.
It put my special herbs and spices in places where my special herbs and spices shouldn't go.
Oh my god.
Woof woof.
Oh my god. They even have them woof woofing. Oh, I paused it. Sorry.
Yep. It sure was nice of you boys to bring old Trevor that there fupa wife.
Camp ass crack. To be continued. Did you see they were at Camp Ass Crack? I think this is my new favorite channel. Oh my gosh, you guys, please go show their videos some love. Give them a thumbs up and go leave a nice comment for them. GirlTune Network, I am subscribing. All notifications. Press 1 if you enjoyed that. I'm always impressed with the creativity in Girl World. If you listen to Foodie, we're all talentless bums, but look at that. That was pretty damn incredible. I could watch that every day for the next year and never get sick of it. I would never touch mushrooms if that's what I saw. If they twerked at me with their front stomachs. This is Amberlynn Reid again talking about how many people have fingered her. I don't know. Do we need to hear this again? Every time she talks about it, I get the most disgusting visual. I see all the ones. It's my favorite after yours, Breezy. Thank you, Vicky. Nicole, you're back. I was worried you left because I didn't say hi. Hi, hello. Hello. And wait, I think Lori's in here. Lynn, hello. Jamie. All right, let's keep going. Press 1 if we need to hear about the finger Lynn again, or press 2 if I could just skip it. No, please. Okay, thank you, Lord. Thank you. Not a care in the world as long as Foodie Beauty's YouTube check hits. Tell me he doesn't look like the biggest bum in the world. And he looks like somebody that looks through people's windows with binoculars. He looks like a flasher. He looks like the fart sniffers. That's everything. Everything bad you can think of, that is what he reminds me of, okay? And this is that. There's no printing at all. As women, I feel like we notice if there's a print. There never is with Salah. Tofu said, Amber is so big we can't even see the choker anymore. Anyways, have fun working at the bingo hall, girl. Well, she might not be able to work there because people leave reviews that she's stinking the place up. If your choker was choking you, would you still continue to wear it? I feel at this point it's painful. I haven't wore a choker since junior high. Number one, well, I guess chokers are back in, but in junior high, chokers were in. I had all the chokers. Now I feel like you couldn't pay me to wear a choker. No. Here's a clip. Nothing against you all look cute in them. I don't know. Maybe after I've been through things in life, I don't like feeling like there's something around my neck like that. All right, Alabama Chapstick said, Foodie Beauty, who drained your blood, girl? Holy smokes. Alabama Chapstick also has a new video up. If a mod can please share her link. Here's a little preview of what you have to look forward to.
Okay, so I have the. I really hope that sauce is just peanut butter and blood because you look like Carmilla Constein got a hold of your ass. What is happening to you? I don't mind saying because, girl, you look ravishing every single day of your entire life. But right now, you look like deli meat that's been sneezed on and put in the back of the fridge. You do. What is wrong with you? You look like the embalming fluid gave up halfway.
Oh my God, she does though. She does though, right? I don't know. And do you ever pay attention to what she eats? It always looks like poop or barf or a mixture of both. I thought this was really funny. Michael Furberger is now playing around on Grok too. I invite you all to do it. It's a good time. You never know what Grok is going to give you. It's a surprise. Ending. Okay, he doesn't look so bad as Ariel, though. Maybe he's meant to be Ariel. Maybe. It's not like he has a peen anyways. All right, more of Amberlynn Reid. Imagine walking into court for slander and defamation and thinking, but your honor, I'm unwell. I have BPD is going to erase the lies that you spewed. Newsflash, diagnosis don't cancel damages. You slander, you pay, period.
This like whole thing with my aunt like is insane. It's like she can speak her truth, but then the minute I speak mine, she's like, see you in court. And I'm like, I'm unwell. I'm unwell. I'm genuinely unwell. It's like whole thing with my
Well, I will say when I did things wrong in my addiction, not many people cared that I wasn't well because I was still doing shitty things to people who didn't deserve it most of the time. I don't know, once in a while I did things to people who deserved it. But but you know what I mean? For the most part, my shitty behavior was not excused. Because, oh, I'm sorry, I was drunk the night before. I didn't remember it. You do shitty things, you pay the consequences for it. If you're not well, you know what would look really good in court? If you showed you went and got help, bitch. Go get help. That is my PSA of the fucking day. Also, these are my other PSAs of the day. If you have never heard of Suburban Legends, I need you to play this song, I Want More. I don't know. For one thing, I just really like their music. For two, they used to play at downtown Disney, like back in the day. I remember being 18 years old, maybe 17, 18, maybe even 17 through 20. Either way, I used to go down there and watch them play. And it was a lot of fun. Like they did crazy stunts while they were singing and playing the tuba and all different things. Their music is amazing. I don't think many people have heard of them. But if you like ska, I think you'll like Suburban Legends. Also, never heard of it, Dead Awake. Um, wow, well, I might be dead this weekend and I'm posting this song. Sometimes I don't think things all the way through. Anyways, it's still a really good song. I have a crazy woman coming threatening to hurt me this weekend, and I'm posting Dead Awake. I don't know. It's the things I do. I don't think things through. Lauren Dahl said Foodie Beauty and Slaw didn't film them leaving because they bathed Foodie Beauty in the pond. What if they did? Maybe it was the only thing that could hold her. They have to take her out to open water to bathe her now. She doesn't fit on a porch. You can't hose her off that way. She doesn't fit in the bathroom. You just have to take her to open water. Now, to Spike T said, okay, so we've mentioned Foodie's wrong choice of footwear while out in the wilderness, but look at this idiot's choice of shoes. They're idiots. Whatever, let them keep walking around and going down hills and up hills in those. Salah's gonna get another chopped off toe in a minute. He just will. They're fucking idiots. When you have even went on a trail, if you were going through hills, not necessarily mountains, do you go in sandals and shoes that pretty much have smooth bottoms? Or do you wear something that you'll get traction with while out? I don't know. These people are stupid. Moon Boom said, I don't know what they said. Oh, a bunch of hashtags. And then they posted this clip. Let's go full screen for this.
All right, guys. Here we are at the mall, and oh yeah, Dad. Yeah, I'll see you at 7, Dad. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for dropping me off while you get my visa, Dad. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye. Bye now. All right, guys. Here we are.
Do you remember getting dropped off at the mall by your parents? I remember that. And then we used to call collect when we were ready to be picked up. Anyways, that's very much what this was giving. You call collect and then you hang up before it can charge your parents. That's how it went. All right, let's watch her walk down this hill again while she tries to convince us she's doing so much better and she's losing weight. Let's just watch this.
I don't know why I agreed to these dangerous activities. Can I touch this plant or is it gonna kill me? Well, if I can't get up, my husband can help me. Strong man, I hope. I can get up myself, but well, oh my God. I might need a hand. Yeah. This is gonna slide when I walk on it. I can't get back up here. There's no way. You think so?
You know what? I was gonna say, why didn't she just slide down on her ass? I feel like if you've ever walked any sort of trails, there's some things where you're like, I'm just gonna go down on my butt. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna go flying. She can't really do that though. She'd cause that whole hillside to cause, like, it would cause an avalanche, right? She takes a lot out in the process.
What if I fall? No, my right hand. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, don't pull. Wait. I am.
Stomach's
Oh my God.
jiggling.
It's very steep.
Whose breathing can we hear? Is that hers?
Wait, he said to go sideways. Maybe that's better. Oh my gosh, babe. Oh, whoa. I'm gonna fall, I know it.
Oh yes, that little twig
Okay.
is gonna help you.
Did I do it? Almost there? Thank you. I did it. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Great job, babe.
Ah.
You did it.
When you screen record, there's an option to turn your microphone off, FYI. Anyways, Chantal said, didn't dedicate 2 years of her life documenting how she love bombed an abuser who gave her multiple STIs. I would say this is the most embarrassing footage she's ever uploaded to the internet. So fat and deformed, she can't even bend her legs to walk down a gentle slope. And this is her holding on for dear life. It wasn't even that big. Top on B said, here we have Buffalo holding on to dear life with the help of twigs. I said twigs! My favorite twig is the one with the arrow. It seems the strongest. Hold on. Oh, I see it. Do you see the little arrow? Imagine choosing a twig over your husband because you know the twig can hold you more than likely. Okay, and this was her clip. So I went to her live from yesterday to see if there was anything interesting that we have missed. And this was the most interesting part. Okay, her trying to convince us that she's losing weight.
I need more clothes too. But we'll wait and see. How much did I weigh? I think it was 159 kg the last time I weighed myself, right? Because I'm 153. I weighed myself today. So I lost another 6 kg. It's not like a rapid weight loss because I'm not really following a plan. Basically, what I'm doing is just like, I don't know.
Didn't Salah out her for weighing 450 pounds not that long ago? And she's trying to tell us she's 337? There's no possible way she's losing weight while her stomachs are growing and multiplying. Every time I see her, there's another stomach added on. Her breathing is horrible when she's just sitting there. She can't even go down a tiny hill, but we're supposed to believe she's losing weight. Empress said, I think our girly pop has gained weight. Well, yeah, she's doing well with the feeder right now. Whenever I see Amberlynn Reid's arm, it looks like she got bit, scratched, attacked, all of the things. Dee Dee's Fault said, didn't have contacts in, so for a moment I thought it was part of her stomach. No, that's an arm. That's absolutely fucking insane. That's an arm. JM said, why would you live like this when you can change your situation? At least now. The goth said she did it all for the nookie and the cookies. It's true though. She did it all for the nookie and the cookies. Girl World said same weight as a gorilla. Oh, Flem said if she's gonna make videos, she needs a wide angle lens. Yeah, only one arm fits. Romeo got her good. She's going to pick at that for weeks. Just here said she stopped using filters for Tommy. Someone said the kitty looks sad. It does. But she doesn't exactly look normal here. I feel like animals can sense energy. They just can. Like Chachi knows when I'm sad. She knows when I'm not feeling well, all kinds of things. She's extra, extra cuddly. I think they could sense when we're mad. I think they could sense when people aren't good. And I think most animals can tell that Amberlynn Reid isn't good. This is my daily reminder that anything I say is towards Chantal and Salah, okay? And I read out tweets, and it doesn't necessarily mean that I agree with them when I feel a certain way. Believe me, you will know it. All right, I love you guys. I think that's all I have for right now. If Foodie Beauty goes live, I can, and I will be sniping. If she goes live tonight, I will definitely be back in the morning to recap. If she uploads a vlog instead of going live, I can also come back. So on that note, I love you guys so much. Joe, thank you so much for being a member. I feel like it was for 29 months. Hold on, let me look. 29 months. Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. Also, just because Breezy says something, it doesn't mean that my mods agree with it, right? I am my own person. Thank you to everybody for coming to hang out. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Make good choices, make good memories, and hopefully I'll get to see you in the next live. Bye, everybody.